Hey guys, it's Miss Nelson. Today your notes are going to be over expressions, equations, and inequalities. So basically what we're going to be doing, I'm just giving you an introduction to all these things, okay? And then we're going to be practicing them the next couple of days, but the definition is the most important piece so that way we can be able to identify them when we see them in our examples. So if you look here, you have a little word bank on top, and then we have some things that we're going to go through, some definitions that we are going to match them with. So if we look at this, we know that, pull that back up. So we know that an unknown quantity or expression whose value can change. So those things that we are looking for, those things that are the unknown, we call them unknowns, but we also call them variables. Okay, so our first one is going to be variable. So we're going to cross that off. We've used it. Second, parts of an expression separated by a plus or a negative sign. Okay, so these are the actual pieces of those expressions, equations, and inequalities. We call these things terms. So each piece is going to be a term. The part of the math sentence whose value is always the same, represented by a numeral. So no matter what, this is going to occur. So if you think of it that way, then this is the constant in the life of the expression, equation, inequality. It's constantly there no matter what. A numerical or constant quantity placed before and multiplying the variable in an algebraic expression. So this is the number that gets attached to our variable, attached to our x in most cases. This is going to be a coefficient. We have a combination of variables, numbers, and or operations that represent mathematical relationships, but no statement of equality or inequality. Okay, and it says this does not have an equal sign. That is super important. Okay, an expression in English is short and not a complete sentence, such as hey or look out. Okay, so this is called an expression. It does not have an equal sign. So we can solve them, but we don't know what it equals to because we're not given an answer. A mathematical statement that two or more expressions equal, and it must have an equal sign. So this is very similar to our expressions, but now we have an equal sign. By just adding that equal sign, we have now turned it into an equation. And then an algebraic relation showing that a quantity is greater than or less than to another quantity or greater than, less than, or equal to. These are called inequalities. Okay, so let's look at the bottom. I just want to give you some numerical representations of them. So if we look at this, 2 plus 4 minus 3k plus 5n, because there is no equal sign and because it's not greater than, less than, this is an expression. (5x minus 4 is greater than 31. That greater than symbol right there makes this an inequality. And 2 plus 4 minus 3k plus 5f equals 31. That equal sign makes this an equation. Okay, so now we're going to use this last example down here, and we're going to identify some examples of a constant. So no matter what, this is going to occur. Nothing else affects it. So this could be an example of the 2 or the 4. A variable, so the letter, the unknown, the k, and the f. The coefficient, remember, it is attached to and multiplied by the unknown of the variable. That's going to be the 3 and the 5. And now the number of terms. Okay, so I'm going to go through and circle them in different colors. So I have my regular numbers. So I got my 2 and my 4. I have my terms. Now I'm going to circle the k. I'm not going to circle the f because that k is a different letter than the f. And then I have my F, and I should have actually circled, sorry guys, that 31 with my other two numbers. So how many colors do you see? I have blue, green, and red, so that is a total of 3 terms. Okay, because my numbers can all be put together. If I had more K's, they could be put with the K's, and if I had more F's, they could also be put with the F's. Okay, so again, this wasn't really our traditional notes, but it was just kind of a quick overview of the definition of everything, so that way when we start practicing this week, it's going to all start making sense a little bit better. All right, guys, have a good day.